Lisa and I often enjoy walks in the Royal Botanical Gardens, especially Henry Valley Park. We used to just go in around Coots Paradise, and one day we just sort of stumbled upon the trails down in Henry Valley, and our first time was in spring, about May of a couple of years back, and we saw some deer, I think, right in front of us on the trail.
The first time we came here, we saw some deer go bouncing off into the long grass, and then we saw a big snacker turtle wandering along the trail in front of us, and we just couldn't believe the amount of wildlife that was here.
So we kept coming back, and we're amazed that every time we come back here we see something new, and we're also just really happy that something so full of wildlife is in an area so close to
That's right, in our own backyard.
Sort of suburban area, so it's quick and easy to get to, and yet you feel like you're a world away from the suburbs.
Yeah, and it's beautiful just watching the plants and animals change with the seasons. I think spring is my favourite season, with all the birds coming back.
It's amazing how quickly it explodes to life in just 2 or 3 short weeks. Yeah, you first see some early birds, and then they all start flooding back.
Yeah, and you just feel a sense of connectedness with nature, and something that you can feel quite separate from in your everyday life as you're going about doing your work and that kind of thing. But when we come here, it's like this is the real world again, and it's great to feel part of that and to be able to witness what's going on and see all the dramas of nature with life and death, and how the animals interact with each other. And they're all on their own little journeys as well, migrating through, so I'm not going to stay here or keep passing through. It's great to see them when they do come here.
We loved watching the Canadian goose family raising it, well, first building its nest and then laying its eggs, and then waiting patiently. We were waiting impatiently, but they were waiting patiently for the eggs to hatch. We kept coming back almost every day for a few weeks. We researched to find out how long they incubated their eggs, and we thought we had it narrowed down to a few days, and kept coming back and trying to catch the great hatching moment on video. Probably missed it by a few hours or a day or so, but we did get to see the little ones, the little one by that time taking probably its first swim.
Oh, the beaver family, Mr. and Mrs. Beaver. Mr. Beaver sometimes gets annoyed with us.
Yeah, we like to come out in the evening after most people have had their dinner and settled down to watch whatever their favorite TV programs are. We don't do that. We come out and see what's going on out here, and that's when the beavers come out and do their busy work.
Yeah, and they almost seem like friends in a way, don't they? We keep coming back to visit them. The wood ducks as well, they turn up every year. Again, they don't like us getting too close to them, but it's fun to see them, especially at springtime. You know, everybody's pairing off to breed the next generation, and yeah, it's just really neat to see that whole cycle going on.
A pair of Canada geese decided to build its nest just below the footbridge in the Henry Valley part of the Royal Botanical Gardens. We thought they might be just a little bit new at this parenting thing, but anyway, it gave us a great chance to come back and check up on them and get some great shots. This is a great blue heron in Henry Valley. We sometimes see them there or in Coots Paradise. You can tell this one is a breeding adult. It has ornate plumage on its head and neck and back. Muskrats are a fairly common sight in the Grindstone Creek Marsh. Sometimes we mistake them for beavers when they're off in the distance, but when you can see them more closely, you see they're quite a bit smaller and they have a long, narrow tail rather than the broad, flat tail of the beaver.
We got lucky, we got to see those. There was a red-winged blackbird.
Look, she's moving them around a bit. She's like, get out of there.
Maybe she rotates them so they get equal warmth. You know what? If you were going to squash
She's got it down. She's got it down.
No, honey, he can't carry a sweet bun. Only 40
I don't
pounds.
see anything. Oh yeah, there's another one over there.
I felt very lucky to catch this American bittern hunting just below the footbridge in Henry Valley. Didn't seem to mind me too much. Just had other things on its mind, I guess. They look a little bit like a juvenile night heron, but they have a dark patch on their neck that sets them apart, and then their wings are a little more pointed than the night heron. It was pretty mesmerizing watching this bittern stalking and catching and drowning this frog and then struggling to swallow its huge meal.